Hey guys, what's up? It's Steve. So today what we're going to be doing is cooking a large 9-pound Boston butt overnight on the REC TEC Bullseye. This grill was released last year. It sort of looks like a kettle style grill. I get a lot of questions about, given its size, can you low and slow large cuts of meat on it? You definitely can. I'm going to show you how you can do that. And you know, this is a great entry-level pellet grill. There's been a lot of hype about it, and I continue to get a lot of questions about it. So I just want to do a quick video to demonstrate, you know, cooking a butt like this overnight. It's going to turn out great. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, again, I'm not going to walk you through kind of the startup procedure here. You can check out my review video. So you can see here on the temperature knob, I've got it turned up to about 1/4 of the way. And from my experience so far, here in Florida with, you know, warm ambient air temps overnight, it's only been dropping down into the upper 60s, low 70s this past week. Leaving it there at about 1/4 of the way is gonna have the Bullseye sitting right around, you know, 225-ish. So, you know, I'm not gonna get up and check this thing tonight. I'm just gonna let it sit there and do its thing. So just wanted you guys to kind of see what my setting was there. One quick thing I want to point out is, since the dome thermometer is on this side of the lid, what I do is I offset my pan, my drip pan, down on the bottom, and I'll show you that here in a sec. And so I've got the pan kind of offset over here to this side, and I'll be cooking this butt on this side. That way, when you bring the lid down for a large piece of meat, there is the chance that your dome thermometer right there might come in contact with the meat. So that's just kind of something that I figured out after the first cook, because the first butt that I cooked, that thermometer was actually touching the meat. So I quickly figured that out. So just a little trick for you guys there. All right, and here we go. That right there is a 9-pound butt. And it goes without saying, you know, since the Bullseye does not have any sort of kind of, you know, built-in drip pan or anything like that, you know, for a butt or another piece of meat that's going to drip a lot, you definitely want to put a pan down there. But just wanted to kind of show you guys here how you can have an enormous piece of meat like this on this Bullseye and have plenty of room. I'll show you here where I pull the lid down now, and that thing is not touching. It's nowhere close touching the top of that butt. So we're good to go. This thing's going to cook all night long, nice and low and slow, and we'll pick back up in the morning. All right, so we are right at the 12-hour mark, and I got up about 7:30 this morning. It's 9 o'clock now, and the temp of the Bullseye had crept down just a little bit, so I just had to turn the knob up a little bit more just to get it back up to that 225, 250 sweet spot that I like it at. Just keep in mind, since, you know, the Bullseye does not have the same controller that the other REC TEC grills have, it does not regulate temp on its own. So just keep that in mind. You know, keep an eye on your ambient air temps overnight and things like that. You may or may not have to get up during the night to maybe turn that knob up a little bit more, but I'm just going to show you a quick shot of the butt here. And I just checked the temp on it, and it's right around 170. And so again, this thing is a big old 9-pound butt, so this thing's going to take a while. You know, if you've got plenty of time, you can just let it keep cruising. That's probably what I'm going to do. Or, you know, sometimes if it kind of stalls out a little too long, then I might go ahead and wrap it in foil. But we're just going to let it keep cruising for now, and we'll pick back up later. All right, guys, we are right at the 18-hour mark. And our butt is done. Let me go ahead and let you see this guy. Thing looks beautiful. Woo. This looks absolutely epic. Check out that bark. Keep in mind, I cooked very low and slow, around 225, possibly 250 at times. So, you know, if I would have cooked 275, 300, I could have shortened this cook up significantly, but I had a lot of time to work with. And I just personally like cooking lower temps. I just feel like that collagen breaks down a lot better on a butt. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy foiled, put in a cooler, let it rest for a couple hours, and then I'll dig into it with my hands so I can show you how tender it is. All right guys, I've let this butt rest for a couple hours. Let's go ahead and take it out of the foil. All right, just gonna use my hands here. This thing's just gonna melt. Look at that. Barely putting any pressure on that thing. Thing is just falling apart. Bone just slips straight out. That's how you know you've done this right. That bone just slides out like a hot knife through butter. And I like using these rubber gloves. You know, they sell some of those other like forks and whatnot on the market to pull apart a butt like this, but I just like using my hands, and it literally just takes like a couple minutes and you can just shred this stuff apart. This thing is just incredibly tender. I mean, check that out. That's just ridiculous. Let this cool off for a second and I'll give it a little taste. All right, let's go ahead and try this out real quick. Got a nice little smoke ring here. Get a little piece with some bark on it here. Oh my gosh. That is so, so good. That is some perfect pulled pork right there. All right guys, thanks for checking out this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you are someone that is looking to transition from a charcoal or a gas grill to a pellet grill, then I think the Bullseye is definitely a good option. I've already got several friends that I've recommended this grill to. You know, obviously REC TEC has some higher end grills with some nicer components and features, but if you're just looking for something, you know, just simple, just to kind of get your feet wet a little bit, then the Bullseye is a really great option. So let me know if you have any questions at all. I've been getting a lot of questions about the Bullseye. Just leave a question in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. So I appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you next time.